Hi, I'm Pepe Le Pew in human form minus the stink, Andrew.
And I'm the intro to your favorite Disney film that culminates in the death of the main character's parents, Guy.
And welcome to
The
the Blossom and Smith
Blossom and Smith Show.
Show.
I almost just said your full name.
Featuring me. I mean, Andrew Blossoms. It's not like it's the Andrew Blossoms and Guy Smith Show. No, it's too long, so we said the Blossom and Smith Show.
Yes. Also, the initials are B and S. That's what I realized when I was making that thing, the banner. It was like, this is perfect.
BS. It's all BS. Please listen to our podcast. We are fabulous. Amen.
uh,
Some more fabulous than others.
yeah. Welcome to the Blossoms and Smith Show, everybody.
Okay, get ready for episode 2.
Blossom and
Yeah,
Smith
that.
Show.
Blossom and Smith, this is our theme song. We're doing singing, even though neither of us can sing.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, it's
We
true.
both were in choir,
We,
yet we
we both,
were
I was
not.
about to say, yeah, we both took. Well, you took choir, I took chorus. I feel like there's a difference.
I'm gonna say that choir is more accommodative than chorus. Chorus being usually you have more live instruments than just a piano.
Yes, very true. Yeah, definitely. I was to say, I was in chorus, he was in choir, and neither of us can sing. Isn't it fabulous, folks?
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to try at least to have a shorter episode than last time.
Yes, because we wound up recording for
I
2 hours.
was, I know, I was so shocked that it was like 2 hours. Holy, whoa!
It was
And that
like
was only being edited down to an hour and 40 minutes. Like, fuck.
there was a lot of little bits that I was able to cut out just because they were
Which
either
I'm glad
pointless,
for.
they were us researching things, they were us
Listen,
rehashing things a little too much. Editing for conciseness
more
is
dead
something that's
air.
difficult, but it art.
I was to say there was all like dead air, so
Yeah. But not too much, thankfully.
no. All right, so without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's Drag Talk, Drag Talk, la da 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 Drag Talk. That's the theme song for Drag Talk. I don't know why I'm singing. Anyway, it's Drag Talk, and let's get into the most important part right now because Drag Race doesn't actually air till January right now, so we're going to get into the next best thing, and to be perfectly honest, is a little
Drag
better at times. Dragula.
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 Drag. Horror. Filth. Glamour.
Oh, yes. Well, episode 2 has aired. And now we're going to go through a quick rundown of the episode, the looks, who went home, why they went home, if they deserved to go home. Answer is yes. But we'll get to that first. So we start with the intro. It's this Bond girl esque sort of thing. They're wearing, I like their hair, and I like the way they look. I always like the way the Boulet brothers look. They always like, it's always like, it's like RuPaul on the stage. Like, they always make sure that they look
Yes.
better than any of the queens ever.
It's like a one up.
True. And to be fair, like I've never seen. I'm not saying I haven't seen them do like horror, but I always feel like the Boulet brothers always give glamour.
They do give more glamour than horror, but I think that's part of their
Yes.
aesthetic being a
Yeah.
twisted glamour.
Oh yeah, that's why it's like it's horror mixed in with glamour, which I can totally get because they always look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But so it was this Bond girl esque sort of thing, and they were sneaking around trying to find a dead body, and they're like, "Who's the dead body?" And then they like revive him, and it's like, "Oh, Legas." It's for anybody who watches Drag Race, it was Sean Morales, is I believe how you say his last name, who was a former pit crew member on RuPaul's Drag Race, and it seems he's been recruited for Dragula. And
Uh-huh.
it seems like he's throwing some shade at good old Drag Race.
Yeah, so he is known as one of the older pit crew members.
He was around in the beginning, or in the earlier years, yes, and then I think lasted until about season 6, I believe, because I know season 7 they had a bunch of brand new people.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
The only one still around. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm not entirely sure how many guys they have gone through in the pit crew and how many people have just
Oh, they've gone through a lot,
not been
quite a
noticed by
lot.
too many people. I mean, actually, hold on. I just thought drag race pit crew. There's gotta be a Wikipedia. Yes, there's a Wikia.
I'm just there's a Wikia, but I wouldn't think there's a Wikipedia itself. Oh, there's been a lot, but the only ones I know are Sean, Jason Carter, and Miles Davis Moody. And I can't remember if it's Jason or Miles, but either one of them has been around since about season 3 and is still on there to this day and has been lovingly referred to as the Vanna White of the pit crew on Drag Race.
Mm-hmm. So season one, there weren't too many utilizations. Season two brought completely
No,
new
season
members,
1.
including
Yep.
bodybuilder and model Max the Body Philisaire and
Oh
model
Lord.
Emmanuel Palmer.
No, get to season 3. That's when most of the.
Uh-huh. In season three, they received a complete overhaul and two new members, model Jason Carter and Latino go-go dancer Sean Morales. Um,
That's them.
the first non-African American man to join the pit crew. Uh, Two first appeared in season three casting special during a segment featuring auditions for the new pit crew. Until Morales was axed before season seven began. Oh.
And and rumors say it was because like he got tattoos. Some people say it was because he got tattoos when he wasn't supposed to.
Uh
I
huh.
guess because he's supposed to stay like nice and clean and not like all rough. His body's supposed to be like nice and clean. They can be hairy or stuff like that, but it's like supposed to be like a clear skin, like nothing on it. You know what I mean?
Uh huh. I'm thinking. I think I've only seen one or two pit crew members with actual tattoos. Now that I think about it, and had to pull their pants down. The queens had to pair two models among a group of 22 with the same underwear. Oh
Oh, I
wow.
remember this. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. They had to like all these. That's nothing. They've done that before, where they have like all the different pit crew members walking in. It's just like, ooh, look at all the men's. Is it one of the most famous is from season 7? Like, they're all these different guys are walking in, and they have to choose different guys to get, and they'll pull a little thing out of their pants, and it'll say like a number or something. But if they pull out a monster, it'll be like, no, all your points are gone. But I love because Katya's watching, and they all walk out, and the first thing Katya says is just, he's like, just when do I get to blow them? And then she's like, I can't say that either.
Oh,
You
that's
can hear the
wonderful.
producer laughing in the background.
Sean Morales, he recently made an appearance on the second season of Dragula in 2017.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling he'll be making more than one appearance. Okay, we're focusing too much on Pit Crew. We need to not have this be another 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. So anyway,
Stop.
let's
Stop
go
researching.
to
Get off.
Dragula season or episode two.
I know he's probably still looking at all the men's as his quit it.
No, I'm not. I went back to the Dragula page.
So he says.
All right. So this episode's title was Ghost Town Ghoul. The summary is after last episode's shocking conclusion, the remaining queens are taken to an abandoned ghost town in the blistering heat to face their second floor show challenge of the season. It all comes down to a midnight showdown at the Ocker Corral. Warning, there will be blood. Was there actually blood? I don't think there was. But it's a reference to the fact that they used. Well, I'll get to that. So, first of all, they had another guest judge today, Miss Kitty. Actually, they always have guest judges because two judges is not enough, ever. Um, the main challenge designed an outfit based on the ghosts of the Old West. The challenge winner was Victoria Elizabeth Black. The bottom six had to go up for the extermination challenge this episode. So Bitch Puddin, Disasterina, Erica Clash, James Majesty, Kendra Onyx, and Maniki Shame all had to go to the extermination challenge, which was a paintball duel. So they did the duels in pairs because duels are
Ah,
two people.
yes.
It was Erica
As
versus
in, like those
Disasterina.
old High West. I was gonna say the Old West in high noon sort of fashion. Except it
Yes.
was like midnight instead of high noon, which is still kind of the same thing, just at night.
Yes, a midnight showdown.
Yes.
So Erica versus Disasterina, James versus Kendra, and Moniki versus Bitch. The one exterminated was Moniki Shame, even though Bitch Puddin was the one that everyone was saying should go home.
But there's a reason for this.
Yes.
As the Brule brothers said, the person going home would be the one with the most critical hits on them. And we'll get to why Moniki went home in a little bit. Specifically, why she had the most critical hits.
Yes. Um, but there was also reason for Moniki to go home in terms of her look.
Yes.
Plural.
Which we'll get to once we talk about the looks. Ooh, do you think you could get screenshots of the looks? For like
I should be able to.
Yay!
I didn't use too many visual assets the first episode, but this episode because
now we're gonna go all out.
we're gonna go a little bit further into it, just so that
yes.
I can try to be a little bit more concise in my editing now that I know more or less what I'm doing.
Oh, babe, you know what you're doing.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to get a general gist of what I was doing beforehand so that I had a little bit more to put into knowing what I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I wanted to experience it once.
Let's get down to the looks, and we'll go in order of the way that they came out.
Yes.
Or I was just say, do we want to go in order when they came out, or order of like alphabetical order? It's up to you.
I'm gonna go by the list in the
Dragula wiki.
In the wiki, yes, because there is a table of the busted or dusted scoring. It is a fan scoring system method.
And it basically, yeah. I've read the wiki before, so yeah, I know how this works. I've seen this show.
I want to explain it for the people who haven't read it, though.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. You don't remember. That was a quote. If anybody who watches this, and I'm sure if they watch Drag Race and all that stuff, you've seen on WoW Presents Besties for Cash. That's from an episode. The way I just said it was from an episode where it was Sharon Needles and Heclina. And they won points. He goes, they're going to do the ding ding. I know how this works. I've seen this show.
All right, yeah.
I was just being cute. Or what passes for cute.
Yes.
Meow.
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 All right. So, the basics of the table, it comes from Drag Race. So as applied to Dragula, if you win, you get a +2. If you get just high scoring, you get a +1. A 0 is safe, low is -1, and bottom and exterminated are -2 to your score.
Actually, look at the dusted and busted score, and like I said, the viewers at home will see it. Notice how the people in the top 3 are the only ones who've so far anyway, even though we're only 2 episodes in, they've never been in the bottom, not even low.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 people,
they've all been high or better.
Elizabeth. Yes, Victoria, Elizabeth back, Team Victoria, Abora, and Dolly.
Yes. There are also no safes currently.
No, there's not. But I don't know if they will do that, truthfully. Because there's only 10 contestants.
Yes.
Now 8. So
yes.
How many can be safe and how many can be... Because there's really not... I mean, there have been safes. The problem is it's like... no, you're right. There really is no safe. There's just high, low, win, high, low, and bottom.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. Makes it easier.
Yes. Although, I think there were several girls who were safe in the first episode that aren't listed as safe here.
They were safe, but they were in the bottom safe. They were low.
I guess, yeah.
Or they were higher. Like they're like, you're safe, but you're in the top 5. You're okay.
Yeah. All right.
Now let's get to the look, my dear.
Yes.
I just realized. Well, no. If you're looking for screenshots from the actual stuff, I think you're gonna have to do what Jimmy did, because Jimmy, I think she legitimately watched it over and over again just so she could pause it and get the perfect shot and then screenshot it.
Yep.
I can do that for you, babe. I'm better at that sort of stuff.
I can do it well enough.
You're already doing enough work as it is, babe. I want to help.
All right.
Don't worry, I'll do it right after we're done with this podcast. And by the way, I was about to mention our stream, and I thought, no, this is going to be out after our stream. Never mind. But here's a quick plug. Every Sunday, Mr. Smith here streams. Well, right now it's Galactic Engineers, but he'll be doing other stuff soon in modded Minecraft, and it's lots of fun. Please
Yeah.
go ahead and go see his stream. And also, another quick plug, shameless. On Thursdays, it's Two Gays stream, and right now we're in the middle of. Yes, I always do it like this because it's funny. Because Jacksepticeye does it like this, and it's funny. Night in the woods.
And it's also adorable.
It is adorable. May is such a cute kitty.
Yeah.
And we do lots of weird voices and lots of other crazy shit. And we go off tangents and talk for an hour about how Goofy and Pluto are not dogs, but they're dogs, but why are they not both this and that? And it's really weird. But please come and join us. It's every Thursday.
Yes.
And I was gonna say, you want to give them the times?
At 6 p.m. Central or
Yes.
7 Eastern, I believe 4 Pacific.
Yes. And I was gonna say, for Sunday stream, it usually runs from 6 to 9 Central, and on Thursdays, it runs from 6 to 8 Central. I'm ready to talk about the looks when you are.
Yes. Let's go in order of appearance or listing.
Yes. So we'll start with Miss
Abhora.
Abog, who I thought looked fantastic.
I do
The way
too.
she painted herself to look like this cartoon, like she literally could have been like in an 1800. I was gonna say 1800s because that would have been Wild West, sort of like, or no, yes, 1800s.
It would have been early 1900s animation.
Well, yeah, but I would have said, well, no, I would have said, well, yes, but I would have said like maybe 1800s, like a cereal,
Yeah.
maybe, and before anybody asks, no, not a cereal like a cereal box, like cereal, like comics.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, yeah, 1930s animation as well, but I feel like a mix of both. But the way that her face just like, and then you can tell, especially like, that's why I like people that have certain things about them that you can tell. Like she has that nose, and that nose, like, it tells you like that's a Bora. She's got this bird-like, cool, like, I
It's
don't know how
sort
to
of a
describe it.
pointy comic nose.
Yes,
It's
and
very
it works.
cartoony. It is extremely
Yeah.
Western as well,
Oh,
which helps to
oh yeah,
differentiate her between
Erica
Erica.
Clash.
I had to remember her name. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Yes, I like Miss Erica. I think Erica would win Miss Congeniality in a heartbeat. Yeah, I think her look was very polished. It was very well done. I think it pretty much summed up like what the challenge was supposed to be.
Yeah. Also, me looking at these stills, I see that she's wearing fake teeth just now.
Yes, which I noticed that a lot of them tend to do,
Yes.
which I do think is quite smart. Ooh, that was a good tongue pop.
Hmm.
Um, I love a good tongue pop though. Thank you, Shangela and
Uh-huh.
Alyssa Edwards, and Anja, and the House of Edwards, and all that jazz. My boyfriend still can't tongue pop though. I feel so sorry for him.
No, I can't. Um,
But it's like I said, it's just a thing that you either can or you can't. But that's not the point. But no, a lot of queens wear fake teeth, which I notice and I like a lot, especially the ones that wear like I would just say a good example would be Sochi Mochi
ah,
from last
yes.
season.
A lot of the queens from the last season wore pointed teeth.
Yes, and Sochi Mochi was probably one of the best, and she was a great example
Yes,
of
she
just
always wore
looking
these
at.
teeth that looked so real and so sharp.
Mm-hmm.
It was
I
it was cool.
love it. I absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm.
like, and I love the way it looked on Abora too, and
Yeah.
rightfully so. As I've heard, as has been said before, and I don't, shows, it was a very, when we get to this, it's a very predictable top and a very predictable bottom set. Is that boring? A little bit, because it's kind of like, well, I know who was in the top, I know who was in the bottom, but I've always said, like, it still gives you something to look at,
Yes.
but that doesn't mean that you don't want. I was to say I don't want predictability, because I do want to see stuff that's like, oh wow,
Shocking.
this was outside. Yeah, definitely shocking,
Mm-hmm.
because it's, again, absolutely fucking fabulous,
Yes.
and it's. I'm trying to think like another way to describe it. It's, but I love. I also noticed, as I'm looking at it, like I said, looking at the stills as well now. I have to say, Abora has a very there's like, and she's had this before, if you remember from the trailer and the other stuff, that she has very, like, she has a lot to do with like big balloony sort of looking
Pants.
clothing,
Yeah.
pants and clothing. If you remember from the trailer, when she like was wearing this giant balloon looking wrap and then unzipped it and all the balloons fell out.
Uh-huh.
I love everything about it. I love the cardboard paper cartoon looking money sack.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice little addition,
I
as well as the
I love the little
ads.
hat.
That's what she's holding, by the way. It's called an ads or a pick.
Oh, I thought that was a. Oh, I guess that's not a scythe.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought that was a scythe.
It's too small to
Oh,
be a scythe.
yeah, you're right.
Um, an
Sorry, I'm
ads,
listening. I'm just trying to
yeah,
get the screenshot that we need.
an ads basically has one part as a pickaxe, the other part is a blunt end, which can be used to hammer. It's
Okay.
good if you have like a separate chisel. Um, it's good to be able to mine ice. It's also good to break through metal, which is why she has an ads. She's a bank robber. Broke through a safe.
All right. Now, also real quick, I mean, it shows. I love the little hat. I think that's adorable.
Yes, it is a great little hat.
One of the photo. We research and do our work, Henny.
Uh huh.
And speaking of Henny, who the fuck is Heather? Oh, Stacey Matthews, my queen.
Yeah.
Let us move on to Kendra Onyx.
Yes. Triple X.
Yes. Triple X. That reminds me of somebody. I wonder who it reminds me of. I'm Mercy Andrew Hinges, and I'm here to make it clear. I know you love me, baby. That's why you brought me here. I was a bitch on season 5. I'm gonna make it right. Give me a sewing challenge, and I'll give you what you like. I'm full of chicks, baby, just like on Halloween. A room full of monsters, and it makes me want to scream. I have to get this right, so you don't waste your time. Not like my comedy. I'm killing on this rhyme. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Now, guy's probably just gonna. While I'm singing that, he's probably gonna just put some face of Roxy being like,
No, I'm gonna take a screenshot from Reacher Roger Distorted.
"Well, that. Oh yeah, and give us Turkey Roxy."
Yeah.
I can't believe he
uh,
said that. He commented. So he commented. What was exactly you said?
she reminds me of from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the guy who got devoured by one of
Yes.
those giant cooked turkeys, but then started to take
Oh
control of
God,
it.
yeah. It's true. That's exactly what she looks
Everyone
like.
was commenting that she looks like a chicken or a turkey. Just like,
You just
yeah,
took it one step further. But
back
anyway,
to Kendra
on
Onyx.
Kendra Onyx, who looks mighty mutated, don't she?
Yes. I mean, she
Screenshot got
intentionally
him.
looks like she has the plague.
I live for Kendra. Like, she's just like, and well, because I was gonna say we're about to get to when we get to Jane's Majesty, you'll see Kendra's how to do this, how to do face makeup and face foils and face all this stuff right. Jane's is how she does it wrong.
Yes.
It
Kendra
is.
worked hard to make
Blech.
things look all gross and
Ugh.
like they're real.
Yeah, it's like she made it look. Ugh.
although
Oh
she
my god.
although veins are really really hard to pull off, she did all right.
Yeah, I think it's that she had a rat,
Yes. She had
a
two of
live
them, didn't
rat.
she?
Oh yeah, she did. Because I can actually get a shot with the rats.
Yes.
It's a close-up shot too.
And
So
she
that
had
way,
some green
I
goop coming out of her
yeah,
mouth.
it's going out of her mouth like plague,
Uh-huh. And then
oozing like
oh, I think she has colored contacts in.
Oh yeah, she does.
To make her eyes look like they're glowing green. Toxic. Because she's supposed
I
to,
think it's
you know,
so
have been
cool,
killed by the
though.
bubonic plague.
I think it's so cool.
Me too.
So that's Kendra Onyx again. Normally we would be disgusted by this sort of stuff, but this is Dragula, folks.
Yeah. Stuff is coming out
I
of
would
people's
say
mouths.
that's not the only thing. There's also bullshit coming out of people's mouths. James, Monique.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's the one thing though. Like, I thought that was the one thing I liked about Monique, and I never thought I'd say that. I love that it's like James is like in the middle of the episode earlier. They're like, "Oh, I apologize. I might want to be friends again." Yeah, and then Monique in the interview is like, "That's such a bullshit apology," and I'm like, "Okay, she called her out, and that was good."
Yeah.
Because James, and I've heard this before from other people who review Dragula, who I love to death. Her name, just for reference, her name is Jimmy Pink. Go check that bitch out. She's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen it as we saw too. No offense to you, honey, because you do give good looks, but James Majesty's fake as fuck.
Yeah.
Ooh, no. It's like, I want to be everyone's best friend. No, you don't, you ugly whore. No, you don't.
You
Well, not
shouldn't be.
ugly whore. She's just a whore. No, she shouldn't. Ooh.
She's
Anyway,
a
shall
whore
we
and
move on
attention
to
whore.
damn right. Oh, please, yes. Shall we move on to fan favorite Disasterina?
Disasterina, come on,
I love
Disasterina.
Disasterina.
All right.
Do the massage.
Oh God.
So Disasterina had a very I couldn't really tell what her look. Not to say I couldn't tell what her look was. It was just that. How do I describe it? It was very.
Vague.
I like. Me wrong. Yeah, vague. It was very vague because I did like it. I very much liked it.
Oh, actually, I don't think we even described what the challenge actually was yet.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Nuggets. Nuggets.
Professionalism. So the challenge was to describe how they died. They were supposed to dress as an Old West gal, and through the look, describe exactly how they died, who they were, and how they died. So, bank robber died in the incident.
Bank getting shot and all this. Kendra Onyx was the plague and rats, so that's how they died. And then Disasterina, I'm not entirely sure.
I think
although
she's
looking more at it, because there's a bunch of babies, and I can actually get a shot of the babies and the dress.
Yeah, I think she was going for something like a woman in white, a mother who died in childbirth, maybe.
Oh, you know what? That could totally be it. But at the same time, I'm wondering because she has the belt, and I feel like she was also a child, but she could have been a child beater.
She could have as well, yes.
Because you see the belt, and it's sort of like,
Could be.
It's confusing, but I do really like it.
Mm-hmm. It is creepy, though, all the baby dolls.
Oh, no, it is. I want to go back and grab a screenshot now that I think about it, because earlier when we were talking about how fabulous the Boulet brothers look, I want to get a look at them in the red dress.
Yes, get a look at them, and, Kitty on the horse.
And I can get the early... Yes, I can get a look for Kitty on the horse. Yes. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, yes,
it has all of them in frame, and it's perfect.
Oh, I was gonna get the one. Well, I was gonna get one of them. Well, I'll get two of them. I was gonna say I'll get one with Kitty on the horse and and the Libertas. But I want to get one because there's one right here, and they're holding their umbrellas and they're in front of the pink Cadillac.
Oh yes, do that.
It is. I am in love with how it looks
Yeah, me too.
because I want to say like out of everything they've worn, this look that they're wearing right now speaks to me so much.
Yes, it
I
is.
fucking love it.
Yes, it is pretty classical
Like
and it's simple, but it is super effective. It is gorgeous.
it is. It is. Oh, that is fabulous. As best as I'm gonna get with their mouth closed because they keep talking. God, I don't like those. I love Dragula. Oh my god.
Me too, especially this season because
Yes,
production value has gone top notch.
yes, I like that's even better. Like that makes me think like what's gonna happen even more. Oh, I love how much it's been like upgraded, and I can't even wait to see when season 3 comes out how even more it's gonna be upgraded.
Yes, season 3 will probably be a little
Oh,
bit more conceptual upgrades. That might translate to better
yes, and
looks.
maybe yes, and maybe they'll upgrade the prize money because I'll be fair, and we talked about this. I believe we talked about this last time. Bitch, I'm not. I don't care. I'm not. The prize is $10,000. I'm not having them stick giant needles in me for $10,000. No, ma'am. No, Pam. No pizza.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Dragula right now is a small production. It's a web series. It is on TV in Canada,
No, it is
but
on TV in Canada and some other places on Out TV. But yes, you're right. It's a very smaller production. But God damn it, I don't want people sticking needles in me. Ooh, commercial break. All right, I got to think of something. Hi there. My name is Dr. Raimondo Fistenberg. Get ready for a new batch of Dr. Fistenberg's Love Potion. I want to point out, I'm making all this shit up on the fly as I go. There is no script, no nothing. I am making all this shit up as I go. Anyway, Dr. Fistenberg's Love Potion will put the spark back into your relationship. Failing marriage? Dr. Fistenberg's Love Potion. Crumbling dating life? Dr. Fistenberg's Love Potion. Going on a date for the first time? Throw some Dr. Fistenberg Love Potion on her. Hear from some of our satisfied customers. I had gone on a date with my cousin, and I put that Dr. Fistenberg Love Potion on it, and next thing you know, it was all in together, and it was all good. Anybody who's, by the way, I would say, I personally live in Georgia, so I want to point out, yes, that is the not those exact words, but I've heard something similar to that before, so don't anybody try to come for me. Um, anyway, that was one of our most satisfied customers. What the fuck am I doing? God, I love him so much. I love Guy.
aww.
God damn it, stop it! He sneaks
I
up
didn't
on
want to
me like
interrupt
this.
you talking.
Aww,
Mwah.
but I wasn't done yet, so let me finish the thing. But yes, I'm making all this shit up on the fly as I go, so let me get back into it. All right. Dr. Fistenberg's Love Potion. Call 1-585-723-71212. I'm making up these numbers. Fuck off. Anyway, that was Dr. Fistenberg's Love Potion.
All right. Anyway,
Next, I think we were on to Dali. Oh, that's
yeah.
perfect. That's perfect. Oh, I got it. Perfect. I clicked on just the right time.
Disasterina. Actually, we are on Moniki.
Oh, well, that makes sense why I skipped her. Who
Wow.
cares? Don't you wow me?
I mean, it's fair.
No, you're right. It's just like,
Quick synopsis of Moniki. Mask, pretty basic. Was supposed to be a water bearer. Eh, not that much to it. Then there was
no.
James Majesty.
Yeah, I was about to say, what we could talk about Moniki is that, like, again, it wasn't that great. It was not great at all. But I think one of the more important parts that the Boulay brothers managed to bring up was they she was water, and she had to carry these buckets of water for the rest of her life, and blah blah blah. But she was too pretty. Or
Yeah,
just
she
too
was too
polished and
clean.
clean. Like it should have been, the dress should have been water stained or something.
Yes, and you can simulate water stains pretty easily.
Like, like I just agree. It just, it just didn't work. Like that's not to her detriment, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it's just not. It's a lack of detail. It's an overlooked feature that
Yeah,
really can make
it
something
is.
look great.
But I just, and then I do admit the brown mask was probably not the smartest choice.
Yeah. Um, I feel
It's just
like
it was definitely not the smartest choice in the world.
no. I think you've
But
mentioned before that it looks like she's constantly wearing blackface. Actually, Jimmy did, didn't she?
yes, Jimmy was the one to mention that it looked like she was doing blackface, where I can see where it would definitely looked at that, but I feel like what she was going for, and it was executed poorly, was that she was carrying these water buckets out in the sun all the time, so
Uh
she
huh.
was like her back would be brown from being in the sun for so long.
Yeah, I was thinking.
But that also brings up the same shit. If she did that for her mask and saying like that being out in the sun would make her mask like that, but she wasn't willing to go far enough to put water stains and stuff on the dress. Like,
Yeah, she should
why
have
only go
done.
halfway? Why only? Yeah, she only went halfway.
Yeah, she also didn't do her arms,
No, she didn't.
and they were pretty light.
Yeah, it's just it was a fail all the way around, and even if it was just based on looks alone, to be fair, she probably still would have went home anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're getting to why she went home once we get to the extermination challenge.
Mm hmm.
Next, you said, is James Majesty.
Yes, so James is apparently
Basic,
a young girl who died of smallpox.
yes, but she doesn't. If judging by the way her face looks, it just looks like a word, an even it looks like a shittier version of uh of Kendra, even though it's not the same thing. It just but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, the things that are on James's face though look more real, but they're
I just
less
realized I have
noticeable.
cringe.
They're less exaggerated.
Yeah,
They're
I just
pretty
realized I actually have to get a
bland.
shot of Monique.
They could have at least been a little bit more yellow, or like some of them could look like they were ruptured.
Yeah, like so who did that? I forget. I don't think that was not a boy. Like for the Cenobite challenge last week, like uh they like remember that one? I think that was Dolly. Yeah, that was Dolly because Dolly was the pig,
Mm-hmm.
and she made her teeth all yellow
Yes.
like that. And then we moved, but I honestly, it was no offense, basic,
It was pretty basic.
and it's again, is that a detriment to her? A little bit, because that's kind of what she usually is not necessarily known for, but it's what it's she's a very again I don't want to say basic because that's kind of rude, but she's a basic-ish girl.
It is pretty generic.
It is. It's not again. It's not trying to be rude, not trying to do anything. It's just it's. I don't know. I don't
It
know.
is what it is.
But anyway, like I said, James was very basic, very plain. I think if she had played it up a little more, I think it could have been a lot better received.
Yes.
But anyway, about Dolly, I thought it was fantastic.
Me too. She
I
is
thought,
definitely a shaman, blind witch doctor.
yes, very much so.
Seemed to be wandering,
I,
almost lost. Probably died
I
in the
just,
desert.
yeah, I just like the way it looks is so. I don't know. I love the makeup. I love what she did with it.
Mm-hmm. The blind
Her
witch
hair.
concept is pretty doable.
Yeah, it is. And that does kind of say something that it's necessarily doable, yeah, but it's also it can look extremely well done if done right. But you're right, it can be something that in this Dragula sort of world, it can be done somewhat easily.
Yes. It's a specific type, I guess.
Yes, which is understandable. But
Yes.
like I said, I think Dolly pulled it off right well.
Yes. Dolly tied things in very nicely. So,
So,
we next have Erica Clash.
who I like,
I
I'm not.
agree.
I'm does the look does scream a lot of things, and it's got the obvious anime touches that Erica is known for,
Yes.
which is very good because I think better to do what you're known for, but at the same time you also, of course, want to bring that into said challenge, and I feel like it was more successfully done this time than it was last time. She definitely brought her look of anime meets Wild West. I mean, granted, the paws have absolutely nothing to do, but they're so adorable. I love the paws.
Yeah, the paws are would be cute if it wasn't attached to a vicious killer sort of thing.
But I love this look. It's very, like I said, it's very anime, but you can also tell that it is very, because I was going to say Indian
Uh,
by the face
yes.
paint. By the face paint, yeah.
Sort of like animagi almost.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, inspired by Native American tribal paint, somewhat of a werewolf cultural thing,
Yes.
like Hanthrope or Animagi.
And again, I liked it quite a lot, but we had how many people were in the bottom, so but I think had there hadn't been so many people, I think she would have been safe.
Yeah.
Actually, talking about that, through all the people, I think out of everybody, if there had only been a bottom three out of everybody, I think so. We obviously know Victoria, Abora, and Dolly would have been top as they were.
Yes.
I think personally, Erica, I would have been so it would have been Abora, Victoria, Dolly top. Then it would have been Erica, Kendra, Erica and Kendra safe. No,
Mm-hmm.
Erica, Kendra, and Disasterina safe. And then it would have been Bitch, Monique, and James in the bottom.
Yeah.
And I only say that because truthfully, I feel I feel like Disasterina did a better job than Bitch Pudding, even though so now Bitch Pudding is next. I love her look, but I don't I don't I don't know. She didn't tell a story. I feel.
No, not very well. Um, she's supposed to have a decaying face.
Yeah,
Even
she's
though
got a
she
decaying,
was a
she's got that
drowning
glare.
victim.
Right, she had drowning victim, but she didn't look like she was drowning. She
No, she
like
wasn't
she hadn't. No, she
pale
hadn't.
and bloated.
I also realized that this episode's probably gonna be 2 hours too, because we've probably literally taken a whole hour on Dragula alone.
Yeah, we were at an hour and six. Though bear in mind, remember, there's gonna be a good amount that's gonna be cut out from that. Um,
Yeah, that's true, but maybe we should just cut this into a separate thing.
maybe.
Maybe, but if people enjoy it, people enjoy it, and that's all I want from people is that they enjoy it. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Because I already enjoy it with you.
Mm.
The look is pretty well done, but again, it's still like she's a drowning victim, but why don't you look like you were drowning?
Yeah, it just looks like you molded away.
Yeah, and I don't know.
You're supposed to be in
It
a
wasn't
desert. You would sun dry.
it was not one of my favorites of the night or
No,
of the day.
It's a bottom.
Yeah, it's definitely a bottom. They're all bottoms. But now that we're moving on to Victoria Elizabeth Black.
Yes.
Yes, bitch.
Oh my.
The
Looks so
boss was.
awesome.
It
I also
is
just
so.
noticed that she's wearing that little golden gem earring that looks like it's cracked.
Yeah. But I just, oh my god, I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the fact that the goddamn, that, like, I don't understand, truthfully. I'm glad she won, because she did win the challenge. But the fact that they were like, we can't tell who you are, what your story is, I'm like, bitch, no, 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 no. You can obviously tell what her story is. Bitch was a psychic, and she burned up in the flames. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah. Um,
Oh my god, I loved it.
Me too. I think the thing is they were trying to figure out who exactly is Victoria.
And that's a possibility.
But yeah, Victoria can tell a story. I think she's the type of character drag person, which I feel is far more fitting for Dragula than anything else.
I'm Team Victoria, and I do believe that she'll win.
Yes.
I'll do my best to stay as close as possible. Again, I would have happily, like, I even tried to go with
You're
my. I
going down
tried to
again.
go with.
Oh, you went back up.
Sorry.
It's
I
weird.
tried to go with my, laptop, which would have made things a lot easier, but unfortunately, it did not want to work, and,
Yeah, it just kept cutting out.
Yep.
So, uh, this was a good challenge with some not so good looks. I get that there were 6 bottoms because they were 6 mehs, and the distinctive winners were the distinctive winners. I mean, like it was said before, it's predictable, but
It's predictable, but it still works.
yes. Not to say that the 3 who were the winner and the safe 2 were the only good ones, but still. It's like, there were some disappointing looks.
Agreed. Lord, we've been talking about Dracula forever. Again, I apologize. I don't intend to make these things so long. It's how we are. We talk a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we've gotten over the looks, now let's move on to the extermination challenge. High noon / midnight pit. I almost said pinball. Paintball fight to the death against two. And as he already described earlier, it was Erica and Disasterina with, to be perfectly honest, there was no clear winner in the first one, I think.
Yeah, no, I think it's just an all-around who takes the worst damage.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what the challenge was, but you could tell in the last 2, you could obviously tell there was a winner, but the first one, Erica and Disasterina, you couldn't really tell.
Yeah, no.
But the second one, James and Kendra, bitch, Kendra was in the military and has been trained to shoot at people. Bitch was gonna win.
Yeah, it was clear.
To be honest, I'm surprised. For a while, I was almost surprised that James didn't get eliminated until we go to the third battle, Monique and Bitch Pudding. Although I will quickly point out, had this been a challenge where it was everybody against everybody, we all know Kendra would have won hands fucking down.
Oh, yeah. No matter how many shots Kendra got on her, depending upon the accuracy of all the rest of the girls, she would have landed the worst shots on everyone.
Mm-hmm. She's trained to fucking do it. But I will point out, Bitch Pudding and Monique was the funniest, especially with Bitch Pudding.
Yeah.
That bitch is annoying as fuck, but what she did with, because she basically had Monique unload. She turned around and Monique literally shot her in the ass like a bunch of times, and Bitch Pudding was just like, "Oh yeah, shoot me in the ass. Oh yeah, get it right in there. Oh yeah." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, she just had Monique unload all of her paintballs on her, and then turned around and said, "I still have a full canister. Shoot, shoot, shoot."
And shot one right in Monique's face.
Yes, and that is probably what
So
got Moniki eliminated.
yes, because a shot to the face, as I will take from James Hurtle's, a shot for a lot of people, they're gonna live. They got shot in the stomach, in the back, in the this and this. Got shot in the face. If they were real bullets, you ain't coming back.
No, you aren't.
So that is most likely why Moniki went home. And no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. I ain't sad to see her go.
Neither am I.
It's just like, eh,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry, bitch.
I mean, when she said
Okay.
she did masks, I was hoping for a lot more than what
Not
she
just the
gave.
same mass,
Yeah. I mean, you
which
see what
is
she
understandable.
has in the interviews, and then what she had in the first episode. They were two different things. The third episode, or second episode, I mean, the second episode, it was pretty much identical to what was in the first episode. Just, girl, you work with masks, you say. Not a mask. There were girls who were doing latex. The one girl just basically repainted the latex that she had from before,
But
but that's better
that,
than re-wearing the same mask, more or less just recolored.
that was Miss Bitch Pudding.
Mm-hmm.
But now, why don't we talk about real quick? I was just say this isn't a conspiracy theory. This isn't like before. Oh boy, I almost forgot about that.
Oh
I have to go get a
yeah.
screenshot of that. Speaking of last time when we talked about a conspiracy theory that maybe this and this and this and maybe they're yeah, all that shit's gone out the window
Except for the idea
because
of Maniki having possibly taken an aesthetic.
that's a possibility.
That's still a
But
possibility,
because I said
but
yes, but see, because I said that they never showed the foot rub, so I thought maybe she didn't actually win that. She won, the anesthetic. However, in the second episode, they showed like 5 seconds from when Victoria was giving Moniki a foot rub.
yeah. And it
And I was
was,
like, well,
yeah. And they were wearing the actual looks from that time,
from
so
episode one. So
it wasn't just some
it wasn't
random
like, hey, let's quickly take
redux.
a,
No.
yeah, which was like, well, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, but the idea of her having like a
I wanted
pain
it to be
number
true.
or
Like,
something stands
it's
unless
still
she
a
just has
possibility.
stupidly high pain tolerance somehow.
It's a possibility. It's a bit stupid, but it's a possibility.
Yeah. So this time we saw Moniki go. She got stabbed in Halloween fashion with a little kitten on the bed. So cute.
Oh God, I'm gonna get a screenshot of the
Get a
kitten.
screenshot of that cat.
He's so cute.
I know.
But yes, I want to point out. Yes, I did notice that is Felony Dodger's death from last week's episode was done in the fashion of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the death for Moniki was done in the fashion of Halloween. So I'm wondering what's going to be next. Like, I wonder if that's going to be a recurring theme for each of the eliminations. Is they're each going to die in a different way, like in a movie from a horror movie? Oh, it's so cute.
He got to the kitten.
Sorry, I'm looking at the. Oh my goodness, it's cute. Oh, it's looking right at me. It's looking right at the camera. Oh, oh, it's so cute.
Make sure you get
Sorry,
the screenshot of that moment.
I'm getting it right now.
Yay!
I'm also gonna get a screenshot of the kitty playing with the Boulay brothers' fingers
Yeah.
that was used in the trailer. But yes, if you haven't figured that out, like the exterminations, you never see who's actually killing the girls, but we all
Yeah.
know it's the Boulay because they basically said that in the or they basically pointed it out in the first season once they went to where all the bodies were.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just saying the one who's actually doing the actual stab or grind or. Bzzz.
I love she's like, no, not the face.
I mean, Moniki was a horrible actor. Felony was able to do it well.
Felony did it quite well. Felony was able to like pull that shit off. Monique was just no, 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 oh shit, no. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a drink. Gug, gug,
Not
gug, gug.
even campy.
No, no. Yeah, no, it was not at all.
It was just, yeah.
It was just bad.
Felony pulled a Was it Vander who said L.A. tap water in the first episode of season one?
That was yes, it was, and that no bullshit. That is nothing compared to Vander. Monique is shit compared to Vander.
No, I was saying the no, not the face from Felony.
That was
That funny
one of
little
the,
moment in a horror movie.
that was still one of the funniest moments from season one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
L.A.
that was like
tap
from season
water.
one. It was from the first challenge where see they were all they had to dress up as different witches, and then they would do the floor show, and then they would get water thrown on them, and each of them would like die in a different way. And Vanda was hilarious because she got water thrown on her, and then she was screaming, "Ah, no, Los Angeles tap water!" And it was hysterical.
It was great. I loved it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, agreed. Which is why I like Vander quite a lot.
And then that episode's extermination challenge was the burning of you
Oh yeah, that's right. Her, yeah, Pinche Queen.
yes,
Yeah, that's right.
Pinche.
She was burned alive, and Balenciaga.
Inspired by whose death again?
Myrtle Snow, played by Miss. Oh, I'm gonna. No, I can't remember her name. Help me, Frances Conroy. Thank you. In American Horror Story, Coven. For the reference, it was basically just, "Do you have any last words?" As she's about to be burned at the stake, she's just like, "Just one." Balenciaga.
Shouting at
And
the
then
top
she's
of her
burned alive.
lungs, and then
Yeah.
the gasoline around her wooden pyre is lit, and she's burned at the stake.
Mhm. Because she is a witch.
hmm Who broke the rules of the coven?
Yes. But think about it. I just had an idea. We can end it here, and we can do it. So this will be our Dragula episode. Like, we can still do the podcast on Saturday if you want, and that could just be all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, I guess. And then we can do like other news and such.
Yeah. I love how we were like, or I was like, we're not going to do this again. Find out we've been talking about Dragula for a fucking hour
And a half.
and a half. Shit.
All right, so that'll do it for this part, everyone. We will release everything else that is normally in our podcast in a part two. There was just a lot to talk about. We'll figure out how to try to condense the Dragula stuff in the future, unless we just want to be, in like, since it's an ongoing series and it's probably going to be a lot to talk about, we will do the full in depth review as a separate thing. Um,
Yeah, because I really like reviewing Dragula.
Yeah, me too. We get to pick apart all the pieces and everything that comes to mind. That's exactly what we do in the podcast in general, which is why it usually is so long.
Very true. It's that's true. Like this, we talk a lot because we like saying what's on our minds.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we work so good for each other. That's why we're so good for each other. Mwah.
Yeah. It comes with a relationship that's long distance that requires a lot of communication.
Aw.
Not being afraid to say what's on your mind is also an important thing. And it's a good social skill, I
Mhm.
feel like. Too many people say, you shouldn't do that.
But I always say what's on my mind because I want to make sure you know exactly how I feel.
Yes, and I appreciate that. That'll do it, folks. We'll record the next part pretty soon.
We'll be back next time. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to see the second part of this,
Mm-hmm.
and to see Mr. Guy's streams.
Yes. Both on Thursdays and on Sundays. We've already plugged them, so we're not going to rehash it. But if you want to stop by, feel free to. Say you came from the podcast, and give your thoughts and comments down in the description, or if you pop in on the stream, and you have something that you really want to talk to me and or Andrew about, uh, that probably will be a longer conversation, maybe stop by there and chat. We're always willing to talk. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you so much for watching one last time. And this is Guy Smith, and
Andrew Blossoms.
signing off for now. Until next time, bye!
Bye.